Hey, this is Mike Cernovich from Danger and Play and Gorilla Mindset. Is this Sam Hyde?
This is Sam Hyde from HydeWars.com. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. So, a lot of people, I've been doing what I'm calling a Cernothon, and I'm on Periscope, and I said, I'm going to Periscope until I have 100,000 viewers. My first one, my first one hit 50,000, and then my phone overheated. This is the second one. I'm at 25,000, so I'm already at 75,000 because I've been delivering the content. So people, I said, who do you want to hear from? And everybody wants to talk to Ann Coulter and you. So
talk to Ann Coulter.
So I don't have Ann's number. I think she's asleep. But to be honest, I would rather, don't tell Ann this, but I would rather talk to Sam Hyde than Ann Coulter because everybody's talked to Ann Coulter. I like to talk to geniuses that aren't world famous yet. So you're a genius, but you're not world famous.
Are people listening right now?
Yes.
I'm not a genius. Don't call me a genius.
You're
I'm a guy.
Dude,
I'm a regular dude.
No, you're not. You're a comedic genius.
I'm good with comedy. That's my one thing. I'm kind of retarded in when it comes to like personal finances and other things. I can't really handle that sort of stuff, but I'm good with some jokes.
Oh, you're not good, but okay, you can say you're good with jokes. Sam Hyde is a comedic genius.
Well, thank you. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah. All right. So talk to the people. You have a book coming out, I know, right?
We have a book coming out. We have Super Hyde Vitality Tongkat LE, which is you take one of these pills, you're protected from globalists for the entire month. We have Hyde Wars fish oil. It's like regular fish oil, but it's packed with fluoride. It's got all the fluoride that you could possibly want. But yeah, we have a book coming out that we've been working on for 4 years, and we're rushing to release it because the title is How to Bomb the U.S. Government. And depending on which way the election goes, it'll be either even more relevant or something that's just sort of a joke that we don't really stand behind anymore. So How to Bomb the U.S. Government. It's for sale on vapes.com. That's not a joke. If you go to vapes.com, they're a highly rated retailer. They have an A rating on Better Business Bureau, and they're the only people carrying our books right now. So if you go to their website, vapes.com, and type in How to Bomb the U.S. Government, it'll come up.
Now, have you done a printing yet? Are the books ready to ship?
The book's being printed. We had some trouble because any book that is priced competitively is going to be printed in China, and the Chinese refused to print our book because it contains anti-Chinese propaganda. They probably said something like, "Sam, we're coming to print this book," and so they're not printing the book in China. So that was a little complication, but it is being printed now. And we're going to have, if you look up $1 Million Extreme on YouTube, I'm going to post a video as soon as I get the print draft. They do it. They send out 5 copies to show you that the quality's good. And it's going to be printed. It's a very good art object. It's like a coffee table, very high quality print job. And it's supposed to get here on December 15th.
So you're a comedian, and you also had you're part of a comedy troupe, right? Called $1 Million Extreme.
Yeah. We have a show on Adult Swim called World Peace, and we've been making YouTube videos for like 10 years, some with varying degrees of success, but it's me and my 2 buddies.
Well, you've gotten a lot of views on YouTube. I know that you have a very devoted cult following.
Yeah, we have a strong following. The numbers aren't that high, but they're sort of weirdly into it. A lot of people show up. Some people have shown up outside my house. Other people they have varying degrees of fandom, but they're into the work. They like the work.
Now you had the show on Adult Swim. How did did you guys hit 1 million viewers?
We broke 1 million viewers on the first and last episodes, which is the first one we debuted after Eric Andre, so getting 1 million viewers, it was good, but it wasn't like we earned it. But then the last episode breaking 1 million was a really big deal and made a lot of people happy that we work with.
Now, do you think you're going to have another season on Adult Swim?
I don't know, honestly. They have 9 months to decide whether or not. They haven't given us the sort of Hollywood no yet, which is where they stop answering your calls. So we're still waiting to hear back on whether or not we get that.
Now, a lot of people don't know, so how much, your show is around, 15, 20 minutes? How long does it take, though, to do a show like that?
It takes a long time. We overshot, so total for the 6 episodes, 6 11-minute episodes, we probably had like 4 times as much material as we needed to fulfill that, and it took us like 6 months to put that together. So it does take a long time, and that's with people helping out.
Now, are you guys going to release the unused footage to your YouTube or wherever?
Well, we might, but we might just try to keep it moving forward and do new shit that is, topical and makes sense given the time that it comes out. So we might just keep rolling forward and forget the cutting room floor stuff.
Gotcha. So how did you get your show? That's a big deal. How did you make that happen?
Nick is a notorious salesman. He sold cars. My buddy who does the show with me, he was one of the top selling. He was the top selling Cadillac salesman at his Cadillac dealership, and he was the top selling Acura salesman at his Acura dealership. So he did some good work for getting us in there, and the fact that we've got a big fan base and a lot of content already made helped that out too.
And you've overcome a lot of cool stuff. Like, you really push the comedic envelope, and you've had people just hate you and go crazy on you. So how do you handle that?
Well, it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad when you think about it. When people are like this time is really, it's really the precipice of a very binary outcome. Like, we're either going to, as a society, we're either going to return to patriarchy and freedom of speech, and like we're either going to have a very good outcome or we're going to have a really shitty outcome. Like, if we don't start, that's why it's sort of easy for us to push the envelope, I guess, is because if we don't, the outcome is going to be fucking gulags. It's going to be bad. So it's not like we were sort of wavering on the fence, like trying to decide whether or not we should do the craziest material we could. It's like either that or try to stockpile food rations and move to New Hampshire.
Yeah, it's funny you mention that too, because there's actually, people might think you're joking, but there's actually a lot of people on the left who have said they want to send me to a re-education camp, and I don't even think I'm that edgy.
Oh yeah, man. If the trajectory of 2015 keeps going, if that trajectory keeps going towards that sort of totalitarian thought police shit, I'm not saying I would be taken to a FEMA camp or something, but there's these websites where they expose racists and try to ruin people's lives. I mean, that's a thing that it's just it's very dangerous. I mean, you think about which way that could go, and it's kind of sickening. Well,
you actually had BuzzFeed tried to get you fired from your job, isn't that right?
Yeah, that guy really was gunning for me.
So
the BuzzFeed author, who the author of that BuzzFeed article, it's fucking awesome, man. Looking at we're so lucky to be alive right now and to be watching this shit. I mean, whichever way it goes, it's really the Chinese proverb, "May you live in interesting times." The shift from who's that guy, the fucking guy who plays like Risk and Sticks and Hammer 666 or whatever. You know that guy?
Yeah.
He did the video talking about the transition to the fifth media paradigm or whatever, and like this guy, this BuzzFeed guy, he's already a legacy media guy just because of the website. Like he's not one of these people like you who's cultivated a fan base of people who really care about what he has to say. He just has an outlet, to say whatever he wants, and it's reflected on Twitter. He gets like 6 retweets. His article, he posted it himself and got 6 retweets. It's really cool to watch these establishment media assholes getting overtaken by fucking just regular people with Twitter accounts. I think that's one of the coolest things about 2016.
Yeah, because I remember when his article posted, it only did like 25,000 page views, and I was making fun of him, and then BuzzFeed actually, they took it down. You know how BuzzFeed will show the stats? And I go, ha ha ha, you fucking cucks. Your shitty article's only got 25,000 views. I could blog them out my fucking lunch and get more than that. And then they actually pulled down the analytics from his article because that's how pathetic he was.
Yeah, that's really awesome that they did that. It's good. I like to see purity in personality traits. Like Hillary Clinton is like a pure sociopath. Like she is pure unbridled ambition. I like when you see people with no dignity who just are like they have no shame about when they have to like tuck their tail and run away, and they're just grabbing like shipwrecked people at whatever they can to stay afloat for another 2 weeks or something. It's fucking crazy.
Well, I'm glad you said that you like them, because a lot of people don't understand that about me either. As they say, I bet you hate the Hillarys, and I go, I find them interesting because they are as pure will to power, whether you like her or not. It's just pure. They don't. They'll kill kids. They'll rape kids. They'll do anything to keep the Clinton power.
Yeah. And the only way to combat that, if you hate them, if you're consumed with hatred, that's not going to help you effectively combat them. The only way to combat them is through humor. I mean, that's why the Pepe stuff is surging so powerfully, is because humor is the only way to not be fatalistic, to not be totally black-pilled, and to take these people out.
Yeah, there's I'm glad you say that, because that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about me is before Periscope, they assumed that I was this like angry dude ranting at the internet all day. And then they would just see me on Periscope just goofing off and laughing and trolling people and having the time of my life. And I think that's why our movement is growing, is if you want to have fun, when people call me, Cernovich Jew and, you're ugly, I think it's funny. I don't care. Make fun of my hairline or whatever. We're the fun party.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be fun, because if you try to lecture somebody, nobody has the attention span to listen to 15 minutes about why war is bad. I mean, you're not going to convince anybody of your position with factual, reasoned. I mean, you'll convince some people. You'll convince good people. You'll convince people who are worth a damn and will listen to reason. But most people will just be like, it's depressing. I want to go buy lottery tickets. I want to go. I want to get a smoothie. I'm tired of being lectured to about something depressing. It has to be funny. It has to be fun and entertaining.
And then on the left, it's like you say one wrong thing, they're just waiting for you to slip up.
It's the school marm. It's like you made your aunt angry.
And that's where you're doing good work. You're making people laugh. Speaking of the Clintons, here's something you'll appreciate while you have on the line. So in one of the WikiLeaks, they were talking about how a Clinton employee tried to kill himself. So I'll just read this to you because it was funny. They go, late last night, Laura Graham called me as she couldn't reach my brother or her shrink. She was on Staten Island in her car parked a few feet from the water's edge with her foot on the gas pedal and the car in park. She called to tell me because of the stress she might kill herself. Next paragraph. But I'm sure Chelsea is more concerned with a mostly fake story in the New York Post about her dad's infidelity. So even Chelsea is a sociopath. One of their employees is going to kill herself, and their own people are saying, well, yeah, but Chelsea, all she cares about is this article in the Post. So it's just a family of sociopaths.
That's fucking horrific, it's good that it's at least good that the opposite is true, which by the fact that when Hillary was like when Hillary was convulsing at that 9/11 thing, they chucked her in the van like fucking object.
Yeah.
Like,
She's not
clear
human.
at least that the inhumanity goes both ways over there. I mean, that's the good part about that. It's horrific. That's fucking horrific, though.
Well, yeah,
She tried to kill herself because of it.
yeah. So yeah. Stafford tries to kill herself, and Chelsea is just like, well, yeah, but what about this article about my dad? You know, that's what we're dealing
God,
with here.
What a fucked up bitch.
Yeah, it's there's some real like Game of Thrones people. I've heard from from Secret Service actually that working for Sick Hillary is actually a hardship tour, and they have to give the guys they got to give them under the table bonuses.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen some of that stuff too. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm just like I said, the appreciation of a pure personality type. Just imagining her being just absolutely vicious, like you know that she could be with these bulky ex state troopers or whoever ends up getting hired for the Secret Service.
Yeah, I agree. So how can people who've never heard of you, which if you've never heard of Sam Hyde, I don't know what to tell you. How can people learn more about you?
If you look up clips of our show, which is called World Peace, those are pretty good. And if you want to see some classic stuff, if you have a slightly longer attention span, you could look up MDE Ideas Man. That's the one we did a long time ago, but it's really good. That's on YouTube.
Before I let you go, actually, because a lot of people appreciate this because we like to talk about how shit the media is. Hasn't the media accused you of being a mass shooter on several different occasions?
Yeah, and they've done very little in the way of fact checking. And I think there have been instances where they left the article up for like 2 weeks after it's come out that they've put it up. But yeah, I've been accused of many acts of terrorism and mass shootings.
Well, now they're really going to get you because your book is How to Bomb the U.S.
I'll never do that for real, though.
Wink, wink. See my book, How to Blow Up the U.S. or Bomb the U.S.
Oh, God.
You're done.
I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. All right.
All right, Sam, thanks a lot for taking time to talk to us.
All right, brother. Good luck with your stream there.
Thank you.
Peace, man.
All right, so you just heard from the legendary Sam Hyde.